What do you say? Showtime. Oh, yeah. What up? What up, what up, what up, fish people?
What up, party people? How you doing, Mr. Kenny?
I'm doing good. What about you, man?
Man, I'm excited.
I would be too. This guy is legit that we got today. Legit.
Oh yeah. We got a crowd already. It doesn't show me how many. I don't know if YouTube's messing up. I don't know if StreamYard's messing up. I don't know. But we got a crowd up in here. Thank
you.
You
can hear me and I can hear you, so we're doing good.
That is good. So those who are watching this live stream replay, thank y'all so much. Normally, the person that is watching this replay is actually going to be on today, but I appreciate those who are watching this replay. We're going to go ahead and get into the chat and not waste any time because we're going to have some fun tonight. Go ahead, Mr. Kenny.
What up, y'all, man? This gentleman, I don't even need to worry about giving him too much of an introduction. The whole fish fam knows him. He is one of the most amazing guys out here. This is no other than Dan with Jack and Dan, baby, in the house. What is up, sir?
What's up, guys?
Yeah, Mr. Rocker himself. Here he is now.
You guys are so funny. You guys are so nice. Thanks a lot. That's nice. What a great introduction. I got George here with me, too. Say hi, George.
What's up, George? How you doing, buddy?
Say hi, dude.
It's like he was made for the camera, Dan.
He's so funny.
That's for sure.
Pamela does a lot of stuff on Instagram, and he's in like all her videos. So funny. He's such a mellow little dude. He's just like a teddy bear. He's just like a puppet. He'll do whatever you want. He's very different than Lacey. Lacey's such a tough gal, and he's just like whatever. But he loves the fish. He never had fish in his life before.
Oh, yeah?
Now he likes fish food. He found out he likes fish food. So now whenever we feed the fish, he follows us around and tries to feed it and drop it. And he's a character, man. He's just, he's kind of funny. But he's coming around. He's learning to be a metal dog like me and Jack and Lacey and everybody. Aren't you?
So he digs the metal, does he?
Not really. We're going to turn him, though. What's up, everybody?
Little five-finger death punch will cure that, Dan. Just play some five-finger death punch. That'll get him going, brother.
Yeah.
Is that a group?
Five-finger death punch?
Where you been, man? You don't know who five-finger death punch is?
Yeah. Those guys are like light rock for me, man.
Oh, goodness. That doesn't even sound.
Dan and I have very similar taste in music. Very similar.
Yeah. Yeah, here's the Kings of Metal. I wore my old school Man of War shirt just for Danny. Danny and Penny here. This thing's like 25 years old, man.
It's older. How do you
keep it so pristine, bro?
I have a lot of old school ones, man, and I only wear them like once in a while. I keep them in the closet. I don't wear them.
So you don't wash them either, then, huh?
I wash them.
They're like lucky shirts, huh?
I don't wear them to the gym. I don't wear them like, that kind of stuff. I don't want them to break down.
Rob, you ever been to a Manowar concert, bro?
I've been only to one concert.
Manowar has the world record for being the loudest band in the world, and then Motorhead broke it, and then Manowar broke it back. And they have a sound system that they bring around with them called DOAS, and it stands for Destroys All Other Sound Systems. And they travel all over the world. Now, they retired, but they decided to come out of retirement to do a 40 anniversary celebration. So they're going to be touring around Europe, and then they're going to play, I believe in July, they are going to play their last show of all time in Brazil. And they're going to be the headliner of a big, huge metal festival. And I told Jack, I said, honestly, dude, we might have to look into trying to make it to this.
I heard a rumor too, Dan, that Anthrax might be kicking the dust off of it too. I'm hearing.
Yeah, hold on, wait. That is a bad thing to say. Isn't that a thing that you put into mail and people?
Anthrax, baby.
That should be not a good name for. They should change that name. That is scary.
A lot of people said that when that whole Anthrax thing happened. A lot of people got on their cases about it, and they were like, "Look, we've been using this name for 30 years, man. We ain't changing.
We ain't changing nothing. That's right."
Okay. Hey, touche. I understand.
Yeah, I was a huge fan. I've probably seen Anthrax like 20 times in my life. I got to meet them several times. It was, it it's a great thing. I've had a pretty fun life. I've done a lot of things I wanted to do, and now I'm kind of, quite a few years back, I started getting back into the fish hobby again, and I love it. And Jack, of course, being in this generation, said, let's start posting this stuff on YouTube. And we made a video of one of our designs and we posted it on YouTube. And you guys ever heard of a little YouTuber named Foo the Flower Horn?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, we knew him too. He was a pretty awesome guy. And he commented, if you look at our first video ever, he actually commented on there only about a week after we posted it. I don't know how he found us. We had like 2 subscribers, 1 video, about 10 views. And I think it was mostly our friends. And if you look at the comment there that I pinned, Foo the Flower Horn made a comment, and he had already had like 1.5 million subscribers. I mean, he was huge, and we loved him, and he kind of encouraged us, and he said, this is a really neat design, keep posting stuff. And we were like, awesome, thanks a lot, man. And that was really inspiring. That was about 2 years ago when we first put our first video up.
Well, I mean, you got some incredible deals, dude. I mean, to go to Vegas and happen to run into that dude that does tank. I mean,
Brett, yeah.
I mean, what's the chances, I mean, you must have like a magic vision or something. People just draw themselves to you.
Good question.
What happened with Brett, and we actually did a lot of videos about this early on, but nobody ever watched them because they're so old. But if you look them up, you'll find them. We actually took some of those early videos and we sent them. If you go on Animal Planet, there's like all their emails are right there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to Animal Planet and I just emailed all the people from Tanked, all the people from Animal Planet. I just sent them all our videos. We had about 5 videos at the time. And what happened is Wade King actually responded first, not Brett. Wade responded, and him and his wife started a side business called King's Laser Lighting. And they sent us a bunch. They sent us like $1,000 worth of lights. And they said, hey, we want you guys to put some of these on your tank and send the videos back to us, and we're going to use them. And they hooked up with a company called Versalume. And Versalume and Wade and Heather basically started this side project called King's Laser Lighting. The bad part is that's when all that stuff happened. And a lot of people, remember hearing about it on TMZ and all that, with Heather and Wade. And then the show ended up getting canceled anyway because it was on for 15 seasons, and Brett just basically said, I've had enough, But anyway, when we did the videos on the lights, and nothing ever really came of it because the show was done and all that. So when I ended up going to Vegas, I had to go for a big wellness convention with my ex, and one of her friends was there, and we were at a 50th birthday party for her friend. And I just called ATM and I said, hey, we're here. I'd like to get a hold of you guys, meet up with you, and maybe do some videos. My son's not here, but maybe we could do some videos for the channel and all that, and shoot the crap and talk about lighting and tanks and all that. And Brett's agent called me back from ATM and said he doesn't really come here anymore, but here's his cell phone number. And I was like, what? And she goes, I'll just give you his number. And I was like, okay, because I told her who we were and stuff, and I told her the story. And I just texted him. Well, actually, I called him and I left him a message, but it went like right to voicemail, and I figured he's probably not going to check it. So I texted him, and me and my ex-fiance were sitting at a slot machine. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and he texted me back. And I looked down at my phone and I looked over at her and I go, he just texted us back and he gave me his address and he said, be here at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Wow.
And she was like, are you kidding me? And I go, no, I'm totally serious. So I just called Uber the next morning, and they took us from our, hotel to his house. And it was funny because, so just to give you an idea, he made about $850,000 a season, and he did 15 seasons.
Right. So he wasn't hurting.
Right. I mean, they worked really hard to get there. He actually told me the whole story. And if you watch some of those videos, he told the story about how he did 3 pilots. He did 3 pilots for Animal Planet, and they turned him down every time. They basically told him it's never going to work. It's a dumb show. It's a dumb idea.
I love the show.
And it ended up being like the biggest show that was ever on Animal Planet. Isn't that crazy?
Exactly. Yeah. I bought
15
a show on YouTube from I bought a show on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. So anyway, he was really inspiring. And he said, look, me and my dad, just like me and Jack, he said, it was me and my dad. We started ATM. We were in the hole. We were in debt. We did 3 pilots. They turned them all down. We wouldn't stop. We kept going. And basically we said, we're not going to quit. And finally they gave him an opportunity. And again, it was like the biggest show ever. And a lot of people have different feelings about Tanked, but it is what it is. It's a show. I mean, it's a show. They make extra. It's just like Orange County Choppers or any of those kind of reality shows.
Yeah.
And so Big Rich has been very open about, they are shooting pilots as well. They had to wait because of COVID and everything going on with Tracy, but they are starting that as well. So
really,
that may end up developing into something amazing. I mean, could you guys imagine like one of the Fish Fam from right here in Cleveland, Ohio, I mean, ends up being an amazing, huge show on Animal Planet? Wouldn't that be incredible?
Well, he should be, man, with all the stuff. He's got cool stuff there. That is the one place I wish I would have put on my list when I was doing my tour, man.
Yeah, you guys should definitely try to come. I've told a lot of other people, like, Joseph and a lot of these other people that I said, try to book a time where like 4, 5, or 6 of you guys could all come for a weekend or whatever. And we'll have you guys over here. We'll have a cookout or something. I mean, we're vegan, so you're going to be eating some Beyond Beef burgers, but, we'll have a cookout. I'll make, and we'll head over to the rescue. We could spend the day there. It's a lot of fun. They're really great guys. We connected with them when we first started because they actually just started around the time we did. And I said, hey, you guys are a father and son. We're a father and son. You don't live very far from us. And we said, hey, let's meet up. And we've done about 10 videos there. And then we did some videos where we were on their stuff. And then when everything happened with Tracy, which was horrible, you guys know I'm a nurse and I'm an advanced clinical nurse on ventilators. And she actually was a patient at one of the places I used to work. So what happened with that is they weren't letting them come in because of COVID. And what happened is me and Big Rich talked to the social workers and I said, listen, I know this guy, he's a smart guy. He's a good guy. He's very technical. Why don't you let him come in? He'll gown up, he'll mask up. Can you do some training with him so that he can bring Tracy home? And then if he has issues, I will gladly help him to, and I did go over there a few times and help him out with some stuff. But honestly, he's doing a miraculous job. I have no idea how he does everything that he does. He sleeps about 3 or 4 hours a day if he's lucky.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he probably isn't getting much sleep from all the things on his plate. Just from the rescue itself, and then you add Tracy. I mean, I couldn't imagine how he does it.
Well, what was helpful is Josh was off work because of COVID. So he was able to help out more. And some of the STNAs and nurses that took care of Tracy at the facility came with me and helped out a couple times. And now he's got her on the waiver stuff passed. And, she's got a lot more help. But I told him, I said, dude, I live 20 minutes away. If you ever have an issue, just call me and I'll come and help out. And I had to go help a couple times. But honestly, he's been doing a great job. And I mean, it's just nuts what's going on. And it's just such an awesome thing because people just don't realize the need for a place like that. There's such a huge need. For sure.
That is true. A lot of people get fish that they can't care for, and they have to help sometimes. I've seen some of your videos, love them. So they are helping a lot.
This is a collaboration of Curiosities. Yeah, he's all set up on waiver now, man. He's doing great. He's getting some decent sleep. But the thing you always got to remember is that you know, when you have home care, you know, say there's a storm like there was last week and a nurse can't show up, you're the backup. And that happened a lot with me when I used to do home care on vent patients and stuff like that. But anyway, they're doing an awesome job. I think it's an awesome thing. I hope that they end up being a TV show. I hope it gets huge. I hope that they help to spread the word of the hobby in general and the importance of taking good care of all animals and all living things, and just the education, you know what I mean? Like Tanked was a great show, but it was really like a Hollywood type of thing. It really wasn't about fish keeping. It really wasn't about the love of oceanography and marine biology and all that kind of stuff, you know? And so I really hope it is a huge success. I mean, they definitely have the personalities that people like on a reality show, you know. What's up, Joseph? I gotta have George say hi to Joseph. Say hi to Joseph, buddy. No, he just wants to lick me. Say hi, Joe.
You mentioned that you said that. Could you imagine someone being on, you know, the TV and being seen by the world? Y'all have been seen by the world plenty of times. 2 million on one video.
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
That was pretty neat.
Let's not overstep that, Mr. Dan. You can't get away from that, okay?
That was pretty neat. You know, it was kind of weird because so COVID kind of started, and I started getting really busy with work because I work in wellness and I help other medical people during open enrollment. So open enrollment was happening, COVID was happening, and me and my fiance were breaking up. So all that was happening, and then one of our videos started going viral. And it's kind of crazy. Oh, there's mommy. Hold on.
Put the jets on.
Go say hi. There he goes. So, you know, at the end of the day, it was a crazy time. And we also just got monetized like right before that. So the timing was pretty good there. And it all worked out. But what I would do during the lockdown is every single night we would get about 200 to 300 comments.
Oh my goodness.
And I was used to getting like 10 a day. and so there was a lot of questions and a lot of, you know, and we tried to address
what I'll say about you, Dan, is every time I've ever left a comment or something, you always, may not be the same day, but you always do respond to your comments.
We do try, and Jack is very helpful, and he enjoys it. He really enjoys, like, he enjoys being able to talk to people all over the world. Like, he's very intrigued by that. He's very intrigued by, you know, he'll always ask me, like, if we talk to somebody, where are they from again? And he'll look on his map, and he's like, oh, they live there, because he's got a map in his room and stuff, you know. But it was really kind of cool because if you look at the comments on that video in particular, most of the comments were not about fish. Most of the comments were about, were kids, and a lot of them were making comments like, I wish I had a dad that did stuff like this with me. A lot of that kind of stuff. And that was very heartwarming, but it was also kind of sad. And we responded to a lot of those kids and a lot of those people. And we said, look, you know, this is a wonderful coping mechanism. This is a wonderful hobby. And I was very open and honest. And I have been in live streams and videos. And I said, look, my dad was not the greatest guy in the world. And me and my brothers decided to do things a little different. I mean, we're old school and we're strict and we follow through, but we also are a lot more loving and nurturing to our kids. And, you know, I really talk to a lot of those kids just like I used to when I used to play in a band back in the day, when we would do these shows and these 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds would come up to us and they had screwed up families and screwed up parents and screwed up lives. And they got into the hardcore scene and they got into the metal scene. And I would stay at the club until 3 a.m. and I would talk to these kids. And I'd be like, look, use this heavy metal or use this music as a coping mechanism. Don't let your parents, if they're horrible people, don't let that pass on to you. Don't let those traits pass on to you. Be your own person. Be a strong individual. Stay in school. Get good grades. Become what you want in life. Follow your dreams. I mean, it's just the same stuff that anybody should say in those shoes, you know? And it was a lot to comment back to all those people, but I enjoyed it. And it was a lockdown anyway, and I certainly didn't have anything else to do. And me and my fiance were sitting across from each other in the living room, basically broken up, but she couldn't move out because of the lockdown. So it was a kind of a long, drawn out period. But I said, well, I got nothing else to do. I guess I'll YouTube. And so I kind of used that time to respond to folks, and we worked on a lot more videos. Now it's been really kind of crazy. So we haven't done a lot of new projects, but we are starting to finally get around to them.
So is there any fish you guys just got to have for your fish room? Is there the one that you're wishing you had now?
Joe Manuz. Fish that we wish we had or that we're going to get?
Some that you've been thinking you've been needing for a while. Is there any fish that are on your target list right now?
You know, we have a lot of I'm really thinking about, if you didn't see the last couple of videos on Jack's Aquabridge tanks, so those larger turtles, we weren't sure if we were going to stay at the house or leave. So those larger turtles we ended up giving to a guy that had a pond. And that worked out really well because he already had turtles and he had a great pond and everything, and it worked out well. And then Squirt was like that little runt. And he basically, I mean, we took him to a vet, and the vet was like, look, this turtle's going to die. He's not going to live that long. If he was in nature, he would have been picked off at, day one. But we gave him a great life. He lived about 1.5 years, and he passed away recently. And we don't think we're going to put more turtles in there. We think we're just going to turn it into more fish. So we're going to soup that whole setup up. We're going to put more plants in there. I think I'd like to get some knife fish.
Ooh, that'd be cool looking.
Because with those bridges, it'd be kind of cool with them going through the bridges and stuff. But I don't know if they would just stay in there and then not let other fish through. So, but the other thing is we could also put some more rope fish in there. But we're definitely going to add more gold gouramis because I want to try to breed them. And we love our gold gouramis. They're just one of our favorites. And we've got those big females in there. We put a male in there, but they're not having it. We got to get some more males because they're too big. And they're like, "What? Who's this little wimp?" Joe Manuz is in the house. What's up, Joe? Bring it, dude.
Uh-oh. Bring out the guns. Hey, YouTube is sensitive. You can't bring out guns like that, dude.
Yeah,
bring out guns like that. It's sensitive.
Don't worry. Pamela's home, and she's going to bring hers over here in a minute.
Oh, we're going to get the stream shut down, dude. Don't do it. Don't do it.
She's getting ready for a show. She's got a show in like 5 weeks.
Really?
She's doing a bodybuilding competition. Yeah.
Wow, that is awesome. Well, I hope she does well.
I think she will.
Good.
She will. But yeah, we're not really going to do. We're just going to leave Iastigia as our only turtle at this point. Ultimately, and we talked about this in some videos, we're going to take the other half of this whole fish room here and I think make we'd really like to put some low boys over there and do like an indoor pond and possibly connect a couple of them with some larger aqua bridges, maybe some 6-inch ones, so that the fish could go through, but not the turtle. And then, maybe put a screen or some type of blocker so the fish could go through, but not her. We'll work on it,
I'm sure you guys will get it figured out. You always do.
Joe was talking about, we did a Wellness Wednesday on a new brand of plant-based burgers and chicken patties and all that. And there's Pamela. Say hi. Rob wants to see your guns.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah, there you go. Wow, look at that.
Dang.
Watch out. Let's see the triceps. Yeah. Oh, there they are.
Oh.
Look out, Rob.
I don't have a good camera.
I think hers are bigger than yours, dude. Hers are bigger than mine. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, Pamela's 51 and a half. This is going to be her first Masters competition. She hasn't done one since she's over 50. Most of them are younger. But she has trophies taller than me, huge trophies from doing this, kind of thing her whole life. Yeah.
50 years old and she's ripped like that. That's awesome, dude.
What?
Yeah.
She gives hope to the rest of us, man.
Yeah, she like me is very busy right now. A lot of people got very unhealthy during the lockdown, gained a lot of weight, and so they're coming into Joe, I was waiting for Joe to say something. So come on up here. Oh, he's gonna come back.
Joe
up here
always
now.
comes in swinging, man. That's Joe's style right there.
Yeah, come on over here, babe.
I'm freezing.
So yeah, it's really kind of cool. But Joe made a comment because we did the Wellness Wednesday thing today about Hungry Planet products, and he was joking around about going to get Whoppers, and I haven't commented yet, but I will now. I'm like, you can always get an Impossible Whopper, Joe. It's got just as much protein.
I tried one of those. Those aren't bad tasting, man.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
I will only eat a black bean burger and that's it. Sorry.
Yeah, they're good too.
I'm telling you, brother, you would never know eating it. You swear it was the real thing.
Well, I don't eat Burger King anymore. It got me sick too many times. Yeah.
Well, so Pamela and I have been friends for like 23 years, and she's never been plant-based, and so after we kind of got together here, she decided to come on along with me and Jack for the ride. And so how long has it been? Like 5 months for you now? 5 months? 6 months? 5 months she's been plant-based. And she says she's never felt so good in her life.
I hear you get a lot of energy. You feel a lot more energized.
Yeah, big time.
You feel like you're always going. You're always doing something. You're always moving.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
A lot of the big Olympic weightlifters now have gone plant-based, like Kendrick Ferris. Kendrick Ferris broke a record in the 2016 Olympics, and all he does is eat lentils all day. He's an incredible guy. He did 800 pounds, and he's like 217 pounds. He's like 5'6", 217, and he did a clean and jerk and snatch, and he broke an American record. And the guy's plant-based. I mean, it's amazing. So it's one of the things in the line of work that we do in helping people. We don't really push them to go plant-based, but we help them to learn more about it. And a lot of people go in that direction, maybe not all the way, but some people do. And they're able to get off a lot of their meds. They're able to greatly reduce their risk later in life and increase their quality of life. It's pretty awesome. I've been doing recliner ups lately and hot wing curls. But the reason that we kind of put all this together is because, Joe, it's like everything. I mean, all this stuff's related. I mean, part of wellness is having an awesome hobby and working on projects like aquariums. And so a lot of people told us when we started this, they're like, you should do separate videos or have separate channels. And we're like, you know what? We're just going to put it all on one channel. It's all related anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
It's all related anyway. So
I don't understand that. A lot of people do that. They talk about something else in life, and they feel they have to have another separate channel to talk about that phase of their life. And I find it's easier just the whole life's on one channel. What's up, Nessie?
Yeah,
that's hilarious. That's a great old line. How you guys doing out there, everybody? Say hi to everybody, George.
I had to say not point at anyone. She didn't eat me, but that.
Yeah, that's a line from a song, and I can't remember what song it is. Somebody will know. But Pamela never was really into fish. She never had fish, and she really took to these parrotfish, especially. First thing she does when she comes home is she goes right over here. In fact, I always have to wipe off the kiss marks on the tank because she comes up to the tank. She puts her lips on the tank and they put their lips on the tank. And she's like, look, they're kissing me. A lot of people don't realize just how personable fish can be until they have them, you know?
It's
Especially cichlids. Cichlids are.
It's too young.
Yeah.
93. I know. I'm sorry. Sorry.
So what other kind of stuff have you guys been working on? What kind of projects, what kind of tank projects you got coming up?
Danny and I are in the process. I'm going to be installing a pond in the lower level, and I'm going to be going with some stingrays eventually here.
Oh, that's cool.
That's my next project.
Yeah, well, if you want stingrays, man, Big Rich breeds those diamond ones and all that, man. Those things are amazing.
Yeah, I've seen those.
See, look.
You got her hook?
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, my daughter does the same thing, but my daughter normally has like ravioli or something on her face. I'm like, what are you
Gotta
doing?
clean the tank.
Yeah, my grandson does the same thing.
Yeah.
He loves
Yeah, it's-
this tank behind me is his favorite. I mean, he sits here for hours.
Well, I mean, look how enormous it is.
It is a big. I should walk around a little bit because I don't normally do that. Let me put George down. Let me show you guys a little bit more kind of.
We got a live tour, everybody.
Live
So
tour action.
This is a 220, so it's the thing that's cool about it is you get that extra height. But the other thing we're gonna do a video one of these times on the stand. We had this stand specially made from a guy. He was like 80 years old. He was a retired cabinet maker. And he had this stand made for us. I'll see if I can even get it in. But you can see it's really tall. And we wanted it to be tall because this is a room that we normally walk through. We don't really sit in it. But we do have a lot of recliners and stuff here. And ultimately, we're going to end up, let me go around here. Actually, I'll take you guys through the hallway here. Through the dark hallway. And just to get an idea, this is like how big this room is. That tank's over there. And then the 125 that we're working on is going to go here. So they're going to be kind of angled to each other here.
Nice. That would look good.
So it'll be one here and one there. But that one won't be as tall because it already has a stand. We might put it on top of something. I'm not sure. And then what we'll do is that on this side of the room is where we want to do like a pond kind of thing. And so what'll happen is if you're sitting in here, you're just going to kind of be surrounded like by tanks. It's just going to be like a tank room, you know. But it is a really tall tank. It's kind of neat.
Now, I've got to make one comment here, Dan. Did you learn how to set up from LRB? Because I noticed you got a white, beautiful carpet in your fish room, just like he does.
We redid this carpet not too long ago. And what I did is I got that special like waterproof lining and all that kind of stuff, you know. Yeah, so the corner, so this corner here, Patty, is kind of where we want to put the pond, where this doorway opens, and then it's just going to go along this whole wall here.
So you're probably looking at, it's probably going to be, what, 800 gallons or so would be my guess?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. There's a couple different ideas we have. We're not exactly sure how we're going to do that. But inevitably, that will be this little lady's home eventually because she's about 3 years old. She's getting pretty big.
Really?
She probably wants to eat. That's why she's following me. She's really cool. Jack got her as a tiny little baby, and he had her in his room, and then she got big, and then that's why when we built this aqua cave. This aqua cave's an old design that I had, and we changed it around. But ultimately, she's just getting too big, and I'll probably take this aqua cave out and just open this up and do some other lighting features. We do have some laser lights we're going to put on this tank too. That'll be a good one. That'll be a good video. Because yeah, so we do plan on staying at the house at this point. That's why we decided, but we weren't sure at the time, Patty. And that's why we gave that guy those turtles, because it was moving into wintertime. And I'm like, if we're going to give them to them, we better give them to them in the fall so they have time, well, I know they don't hibernate. I forget the name of the word that they do, but what's it called? Somebody will know it. What turtles do? They don't hibernate. They hibernate or something different. Urbanate. I don't know. But some reptile nerd will know that. But I got to say hi to Roy from Spoiled Fish too, man. It's been a while since I've seen Roy. Nice to see you, man. I love Roy. Roy's a guy we connected to right away. He's one of the first YouTubers we ever talked to. He actually lives just a city over from us, but we've never gotten a chance to connect. I told him we'd love to come and do a tour of his tanks or something. That'd be awesome.
Spoiled Fish is the man.
Yeah, I seen a little bit ago that Ian Nature Aquariums put up. I have an ICP t-shirt.
Yeah, that's funny.
I actually named my group of clown loaches after them. Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah. Yeah, we have about, oh man, I don't know. I think there's 13 in here. We're going to probably try to do a video of just the clowns. The problem is these parrotfish are the biggest photo bombers in the world.
Yeah, they are.
But there's a family of clown loaches in here. And funny enough, that was one of the things we responded to. And to this day on that video, actually Roy, speaking of Roy from Spoiled Fish, he was the one that told us. We started noticing it started getting views. And then Roy said, did you guys know that they did a story on your channel on Interesting Engineering, which is like a website about engineering? We had no idea. And he told us, and we checked it out, and they're huge. They're like a big website. And they basically did a little story about some of our designs and talked about how, we made some kind of unique things and that brought a lot of people to our channel, which was really neat. And then there was like 3 TV stations from like the UK that reached out to us and sent us like all these emails. And they said, is it okay if we post some of your videos like on our news channel? And I was like, of course, yeah. I mean, why would we not want that? Right. And so that helped, bring people to and stuff like that. But, yeah, I mean, that was a really cool thing. And we exchanged some things. We sent him some things and he sent us some things. And that's when we do these shout out videos. We always do about every month or two. We do these shout out videos. I've been bugging Rob to send us a sticker. We haven't got a sticker from you yet.
I know. I got to get your email. I sent it in the chat. I got to get your email. Kenny, can you do that for me, sir?
Yeah. What we decided to do is a lot of these people that we've kind of been friends with since the beginning and all these other fish tubers, we have these things and interest in, is we send them our stickers. They send us a sticker or something. And then we have this whole wall of fame above Jack's bridge tanks. And then anytime we do a video in there, we kind of try to show that, and it helps people to see those folks. And we do these shout out videos where we kind of made a lot of them fun. Like during a couple of the shout out videos, Jack has like teleported and gone other places. And we kind of try to make it fun. We kind of try to make it fun,
I like that one with Grandma. I did like that one with Grandma.
Where he teleported to Grandma's house.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was neat because that guy, his name is Jim Timber. He's a really nice guy. And he's an Australian guy that married a Polish lady, and he lives in Poland. And we're Polish. We're about everything, but we're Polish too. And so we kind of connected with him, and we sent him some stickers, and he sent us some magnets of like that were made in Poland for the refrigerator. And so we had Jack teleport over to Grandma and Grandmary's. That was before the lockdown. And he put some on their refrigerator. We try to make it fun. We try to do fun stuff. But yeah, anybody who ever wants to be in a shout out video, I always tell people like this Gypsy Boy TV is saying, can I have a shout out? Like, just email us. Our email, we mention our email in every one of our videos. It's metalroar@aol.com. It's very hard to forget.
Metal Roar.
Metal Roar. It's on our About page. It's in the description of every one of our videos. Just email us. We'll get your address. We'll send you some stickers. And the idea is that you shout each other out, and you share stickers and stuff. And it's really cool because Jack loves watching those shout out videos from people like, in Thailand and Australia, and they have our sticker on their fish tank or whatever. It's really kind of cool. And so we do the same thing. And so that's why he has all those stickers by his fish tanks. It's like kind of neat to connect that way and kind of exchange those. And some people are like, I don't have a sticker. I'm like, just email us a picture or send us a postcard or whatever, you know, whatever you got. And if you don't have anything, I'll just print out your little emblem on your channel or whatever, you know. But it's fun. It's really fun to trade stuff. Roy actually sent us from Spoiled Fish. Roy actually sent us some old collectible comic books that were really amazing. A lot of people know that I named Jack after Spider-Man. His middle name is Parker. And one of the main reasons I named him that was because I really like the philosophy of Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. And that was something that I always, you know, talked about. And that's why I named him that. And he has a lot of Spider-Man stuff in his room. And so Roy from Spoiled Fish sent him, you know, like a Spider-Man comic and some other things. It's really kind of cool. I mean, it's really cool for him to have done that. We really do appreciate that, Roy. That was really cool to do. Yeah, but email us, guys. Send us your stickers. Those shout out videos get a lot of views. They really do. People enjoy them, and they connect with other people. And people have told us that. They've said, hey, you did a shout out video. It's got 500 or 600 views, and people saw my channel and I got new subscribers. And that's the whole point. We're trying to help everybody out, you know?
Nice.
It's fun. It's fun, man.
Nice.
So you moved recently, right, Rob? You went through that whole thing recently, right?
2 years ago, and then now we're doing it one more time.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. You're getting ready to move. That
Yep.
sucks, man.
One more time, and then won't be for a long time. So kind of happy. Kind of happy.
Danny and I have been in this house, God, 22 years. So I hope we never leave at this point. Going to find things we forgot we had.
There's Pamela. She's here. Get George up here. He's jealous because we're not paying any attention to him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So
Nice.
so Pamela works at a really big wellness facility as well. Does a lot of classes. Does a lot of training.
A superhero.
She has what's called like a superhero team. So she takes people. She has a kind of a fun way of saying, hey, we're going to turn you into a superhero, and gets them to lose weight, gets them to work out, gets them healthier. And
They become superheroes in training.
they're superheroes in training. And
Superheroes.
like George here.
We have a whole holistic team, a one-stop shop. No one has anything like that in
Yeah.
the whole country.
It's like chiropractors and nutritionists and personal trainers, and they kind of do everything. It's really
And they're
crazy.
all in one facility.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's actually way cool.
There's Raleigh. What's up, dude? Erie, buddy. We love Raleigh. There's I Hate Stupid People. What's up?
I hate stupid people.
Best name ever.
Yeah.
Best ever. What up, Royal?
Hopefully, we're going to start getting to where we can start doing some tanks for some schools and some businesses. Maybe we'll put a tank in Pamela's place. Maybe we'll put a tank in some of the facilities. You know, I used to do a lot of tanks when I worked in nursing facilities. I used to do a lot of tanks in there. I made a big aqua cave like this in one of the activities rooms in one of the big hospitals I used to work in. And the patients loved it. They loved it. They'd be in there the whole time, and the activities people would be trying to do stuff with them. And they'd just be like, I'm just going to look here at the tank. I don't want to play your bingo or nothing.
Well, I think they should be in every hospital across America. I mean, a nice little spot.
Yeah.
Somebody can chill, take a little of the stress off their day. 'Cause, I mean, a lot of times hospitals are down and out, right?
Yeah, a lot of nursing facilities and rehab facilities and hospitals do have tanks, and that's one of the reasons that they have them is because they've been shown to reduce stress. I mean, there's a lot of research done on that, and just like the old Finding Nemo movie, you know, dentist's office have them and everything, you know. So it's really kind of cool. I mean, Jack and I just plan on to keep going. You know, if somebody wants us to do a Jack tank, if somebody wants us to build them a tank, we'll do it. and we'll put it on YouTube. If another fish tuber wants us to, do something to their tank, we'll do it. We have a lot of creative lighting ideas. We have a lot of creative, just kind of things to do different. I mean, it's great. It's great to do the plants and all that kind of stuff, but like we try to do stuff that's different, Try to just make it fun. Try to make it fun. A lot of people really like those avatar rocks we made in his tank.
Like those too. I did like those too.
The plecos have taken those over. We got a lot of albino bristlenose plecos in there.
Really?
I might actually I thought about taking one of the albino longfin that Daniken sent us and putting them in there because I've got so many males. Maybe they'll breed.
They will, and they'll give you sometimes you get lucky, it'd be like a 60-40, it could be a 50-50. You'll end up with half of them being longfin.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Because
what's that?
You got long fins, dude? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
dude, you got to watch our videos, man. We did a whole unboxing, Rob. Where you been, dude?
Yeah, we're happy.
I've seen that video.
We got those from Kenny. But the one is actually growing quite a bit. So we might take the smaller one, leave her in there, and we're going to go this weekend and get the female beta and kind of finish that tank up in those videos. But the bigger one, I'm thinking of putting in the Jack's Bridge tanks because I've got like 5 huge male bristlenose albino that just live in those avatar rocks, and she could breed and they would just fill those things with babies, man.
Yep. Like I said, you'll get 50, maybe even 60% longfin. So
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We got babies in here now, but they're just regular bristlenose. I think there's a couple albinos, so somebody must have had a gene somewhere in there. But Rob's slacking on the guest research.
As always, I know.
Now that gal right there, Patty, don't play, man. She's gonna catch you. She gonna point it out, man.
She's the best.
I'm sorry.
I love that girl. She comes around on my Sunday stream and Friday stream.
We met Patty a long time ago, and she commented a lot and became big fans of ours when we did the video where we did the video for hashtag Team Tracy, where we ordered the Ohio Fish Rescue yoga pants. And me and Jack wore the yoga pants and took Lacey for a walk at a very busy park wearing yoga pants. If you haven't seen that video, it was pretty fun. And then we ended up wearing them when we went over there and jacked that one. They have that big 2,200 gallon albino tank, and we put those Fiat bulbs on there. And we did that to kind of show people how inexpensive it could be. Those Fiat bulbs are amazing, guys. If you guys haven't seen that video that we did, that really was fun. We blew that 2,200 gallon albino tank up for literally like $200.
That's a great looking tank too, man.
Those bulbs are incredible. They got an app on your phone, and basically you download the app, and Jack kind of shows how to do it at the beginning of the video, and you could join all the bulbs together, and you could put them on different tanks, and you could just program every one of your tanks from your phone. It's incredible. It's totally incredible. And so they actually ended up moving. They were so bright, they left like 8 of them on the big tank, and then they put 4 of them over the Stingray, the big fishbone tanks. They have the Stingrays in there at the fish rescue. Yeah. So they moved them over there.
Yeah, I watched Josh move those things. They didn't look like much fun moving the actual Stingrays.
Yeah, no,
I mean, it looked like a job and a half moving them suckers, man.
Yeah, they're big. You want to listen in, babe? Got to stick the thing in your ear.
Oh, party.
Hey-o! This is the loud stream. Hello.
I'm quiet now because I've been screaming all day.
Yeah,
No.
She worked the gym that we'll probably end up doing some videos at her gym. It's like one of those big kind of CrossFit areas, big open space, and she rocks the music out. I'm pretty
sweaty right now, so the raw version, but whatever.
Yeah, this is.
I clean up well, don't I?
Yes. The answer is always yes. No, But that's the thing. It's kind of funny because some people see videos of us like when we go on vacation and stuff, and they're like, "Wow, you guys look nice," because they always see us like we work from home or we work in the
Sweaty,
gym, and we're like wearing, you know, gym clothes and sweaty hair.
Those arms.
And then like when we went to Vegas, we did videos and people are like, "You guys look totally different." And I'm like, "Yeah, we're not at a gym."
Right.
We're like dressed up and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool, you know. It's pretty cool. But
That is awesome.
you know, yeah, I mean, we're gonna be going to Florida. We wanted to hook up with Father Fish again, but he's like closing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Danny is so upset, dude, because she wanted to go back there so she could see it, and unfortunately, it's not going to be there. So,
Well,
Yeah.
I'm really happy we got to go meet him when we did. That was right when he started. And if you've never seen that video, Jack basically interviews Father Fish, and it was like the first interview he ever did. And he tells the story about why they call him Father Fish because nobody knew. And he's sitting there telling the story to Jack, and I'm filming, and I'm like, "Oh, we didn't know that." And he goes, "Neither did anybody else. This is the first time I ever said it." And I was like, "Oh, okay, well, exclusive, Jack and Dan."
that shop was so cool, though. I was absolutely amazed by it. With
So
all the
fun
cool-
there. So fun there. And we spent a whole entire day. We drove there. It was about an hour and a half, I want to say about an hour and a half from Orlando. And we were staying in Orlando because we did Universal Studios for like Christmas and New Year's. And we drove down to Venice and we stayed like all day. And we looked at all the animals and we talked to all the staff and we helped out. And it was really fun. And we got some stuff. And we have driftwood and stuff he gave us. And we used it in our tanks. And we really want to go back. But anyway, he said, "Call me anyway." And he's going to, you know, we're still going to try to hook up when we go.
Have them take you collecting.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
we're going to try to do something. It'd be kind of nice if he could come to the resort, you know, where we're staying and that, but I don't know, you know, if he's able to or whatever, but we're going to talk to him and we'll figure something out, you know, I mean, if we're going to,
When are you heading down there?
for Jack's spring break. So it's going to be like April. It's going to be like April 2nd or 3rd. We haven't decided what day we're leaving, and then we'll be there through the 11th.
Nice.
I know
What-
Danny's headed for Florida in April too. I don't know the date yet, so she's going down there with her friend.
Well, maybe if she's there when we're there, we'll hook up. But
Nice.
I was very lucky. I was going over this stuff with Pamela last night because she hasn't really looked at it. And I've talked about this in a couple of videos a long time ago, like close to the time when Rob was born. I bought into not really a timeshare, but like a vacation club. And I just kept it all this time. And it was very cheap at the time, but it's grown a lot. And I only pay like $700 a year to be a member of it. And they totally hate my guts. Like they hate my freaking guts because I'm the only original member left. There's 350,000 members now, and I'm the only one left that's never bought up. Because I'm so old school and stubborn, I just won't do it. And they have literally given me a free vacation every single year for like 23 years.
Nice.
And every time I go, they try to sit down and talk to me and sell me up. And I just say, thank you. And I take the free stuff and I never do it. And they hate it. And they'll probably try to get me when I go to Florida. And they'll give me like a $200 food card. They'll give me like a $200 Visa card. I mean, they'll give me a ton of stuff. And I just say, no, thank you. You know, I'm just not going to do it, you know. But it's pretty cool.
We went down to Costa Rica. Our friends, you know, that I found out before we went that it was going to be one of those pressure cooker deals, you know, whatever. So I just paid the extra money and got Danny and I our own thing. But they went up there. We're not doing nothing. Next thing you know, they're on a balcony with, we're owners, you know, up there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we talked about this. You should have had me come in with you, man.
Just to give you an idea, I bought this for $7,000. And every year I take a vacation with it. And every year I get a free vacation because they try to upsell me. If you were to buy this package now, it costs about $34,000.
Oh yeah, they're not cheap.
They hate my guts, and I love it. It's so much fun. And I just sit there and I listen, and they give me all this free stuff, and I eat their bagels and I drink their coffee, and I just tell them no. It's awesome. So yeah, I mean, I'm just going to keep doing it, you know, and then one day maybe I'll buy up when I'm older and I got more time to take vacations. But that's the thing I tell them. I just go, look, dude, I'm a nurse. I don't have time. I can't take vacations. I don't have the time. You know,
which is true, especially in these times. I mean,
right. Yeah. Oh yeah. I haven't had a vacation since Christmas, and that's why we're going since Christmas of last year. Now, Pamela and I did go for Thanksgiving and Christmas. We did go to Vegas, but it was like a 3-day thing, you know, just because we had nothing to do. Nobody was doing anything. And the flights were like nothing. And the resorts were like just trying to get people to go. And I did do some footage there, some of the aquariums and stuff. But I ultimately do plan on taking Jack to Vegas so that he can meet Brett and, you know, and we can kind of hang out and maybe go to ATM and all that kind of stuff, you know.
Q Aquatic says, I could listen to the spiel for free stuff any time of day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's awesome. It's like I've been doing it for 23 years and I've gotten so much free stuff, and I just
23 years free stuff.
And every year he goes, they get a better closer. They're bringing the best of the best in, probably with the tag team artist.
It's actually kind of funny because the last time we went, when I took him for Christmas, I always make it early in the morning. Like, I'm like, what's the earliest thing you have? And they're like 7 a.m. And I go, I'll be there at 7 a.m. Because I get up at like 4, sometimes 3:30. I don't care, you know. So I go at 7 a.m. Usually most of these guys are half awake. They're drinking their coffee. I'm the first, you know, one. They don't even care. And I just sit there and I just tell them, hey, this is the deal. And the last guy was kind of funny. So he actually went in the back and he came out with like 5 guys. And they came over to the table and they all started shaking my hand. And they were like, we just had to meet you because you're the only original owner out of 350,000 people. And I was like, well, it's my pleasure to meet you guys. And guess what? I'm going to stay the only original owner because I'm not buying up today either. It's hilarious. And they, you know, it's like they don't even care anymore. They're at the point where they know I'm going to say no. But maybe someday I'll do it. We'll see.
You ain't gonna do it, man. You're gonna tell them you ain't doing it. I can already tell you ain't never doing it. You might buy a condo down in Florida or something, but you ain't buying up on their program. Just out of
know what? I gotta say that because if anybody from the company's watching this, I gotta say it anyway, just to keep the free vacations coming.
Yeah, true.
But you almost had them this year, guys.
But yeah, we're going to go have a really nice time. We're going to go to Epcot. We're going to do some footage of the aquarium and everything there. We're going to, yeah, they probably do. They probably do give the new people.
Hey, Rookie, go try to upsell him. Go try to upsell that guy. Bet you won't. Bet you $100 he won't.
Yeah, they probably do. That's funny.
They're making easy money on that one.
Yeah, the boss is probably saying, we'll give you a 10 grand bonus if you close this guy today.
Hey, but if you don't, you're fired. Sorry.
Yeah.
I had them one time, man. They were giving me like a laptop. They were giving me like, you wouldn't believe all the stuff they pulled out. And I was just like, nah, forget it. But
because you're a challenge now, Dan. Now you're a challenge to them.
Hey, good night. Good night, Ness. Nice to see you.
See you, Ness.
I think probably what I'll do is I'll kind of wait till I get closer to retirement when it's just so ridiculous at that point that they're going to offer me so much. And then I'll just be like, yeah, okay, I'll just do it. And they're just going to be like, what?
we really can't do that, Dan. We were just trying you on.
Yeah, that is crazy.
But we're gonna try to hit up, Epcot Center. We're going to take some footage there. We're going to take some footage of the, they have an amazing lake there in Orlando where we stay at the fountains. They have huge soft shell turtles that are as big as manhole covers. And we feed them and stuff. They're really neat to see. So we're going to get footage of all that kind of stuff. If we get together with Father Fish, we're going to do that. If we're going to get whatever we do, we're gonna try to go to Animal Kingdom. We've never been there, and we really want to see the Avatar thing because we've never done that and all that. Hey, what's up, Chris Stubbings? Nice to see you, man. I don't think I've seen you on a live stream yet. Fish keep in Jamaica. You talking about these fish, dude? They do look plump and delicious, don't they?
Probably just a lot of air. Probably a lot of air.
They are plump. These parrots are getting huge. A couple of them are getting huge. He's saying that because we were joking around recently in a video where he was talking about eating fish and stuff. What is this guy saying? Bring them all the way to your like 99.
Actually, Dan, you should the next time you go present them a bill because you was giving them free advertising, so they should give you something for that too, really.
Yeah. We do videos. We do videos every time we go to Blue Green. We do videos every time we go on vacation. So maybe I'll tell them that. I'll be like, look, you guys should give me a deal. We're advertising for you guys.
Yeah, see me holding out my hand, so what do I get now,
I mean, they've got 350,000 members now. They're worth billions and billions. I think I looked them up. Their net worth is something like, I don't know, $250 billion or something. I mean, they're huge. But I think they're just annoyed with the fact that I just won't do it. But whatever, But I mean, you got to take vacations. You got to get out there. Every time we go on vacations, we try to go to aquariums. We try to take footage. We try to share it. The last time we went, we did a big video on the Ripley's Aquarium in Gatlinburg. Have you guys ever been to that one? That is an awesome aquarium. Awesome. Really? You guys ever been to Gatlinburg?
I don't think I have.
That is an awesome family vacation. Dolly Parton is like the Princess Diana of Tennessee, okay? Like, she owns everything. but I'll tell you, it's really kind of nice. Like, Dollywood's a good time. She's got a great water park. The aquarium is right like in the side of the mountain, like in the middle of the mountain area. It's absolutely gorgeous. We've done videos there. It's a huge aquarium. You could hang out there all day. It's a really nice one. And there's just so many places to eat and everything. It's nice. That's not where are you guys at?
I'm in Oregon.
Yeah, it's not that far from you, Rob. I mean, we can get from Cleveland, we can get to Gatlinburg in like less than 7 hours.
Yeah, it's in.
I might have drove through it though, Dan, when I was on my trip. I went through the whole state of Tennessee, so I'm sure I was close.
Yeah, I'm only a little bit of hopping and skipping and jump there.
It's actually kind of a nice place to stop. Like if you want to drive to Florida, stop in Gatlinburg, stay for like 2 nights, do a bunch of fun stuff, and then you can get to Florida in about 9 hours from there, and that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's a good halfway stop to Texas too. Staying in Gatlinburg. We went a few years back. We went to San Antonio, Texas. That's a great place. We went to the aquarium there. In fact, Jack and I swam with black-tip sharks at that aquarium in San Antonio. We did a video on that. There was a black-tip shark. She wasn't big. She was about, I don't know, I want to say 3 or 4 feet long. She was bigger than Jack.
Bigger than me. That's bigger than me, man.
And we went swimming with her, and it was really fun. We took underwater footage, and she came right up to us and stuff. It was kind of fun.
See, guys, that's why Rob has me sitting so far back. He wants me to appear smaller than him. That's what he told me. I always got to sit back further. So he looks giant.
Yeah, that's the reasoning.
Got the Bob Marley shirt. Yeah, it's a little bit different than Man of War. A little bit different.
Yeah, I grew up listening to Bob Marley. My father was a fan. He was born in Miami, so he always was hearing Bob Marley. So that's
what I've played drums ever since I was about 5 years old. I started playing drums at the same time I got my first aquarium, and I love all music. Every time I go on vacation, like when we went to San Antonio. So you're in San Antonio. When we went to San Antonio, Third Coast, we went during the fiesta, and we didn't even know it was fiesta. It just happened to be fiesta at the time. If you have never been to San Antonio during fiesta, you gotta make that on your bucket list. It is crazy. It is absolutely nuts. It's like the whole river walk. They do these floats all night long, and you have to reserve a place on a balcony, and you get like you eat and you lean over the balcony, and it's almost like Mardi Gras in New Orleans.
Oh,
I'd be tearing some food up, man.
It's
right.
crazy.
I love food.
And all these boats just keep going down the river walk, and they're lit up, and they have bands on them. It's totally awesome. Dan, you can't handle the weed. Dude, I'm straight edge. You know that. Molly? You know I'm straight edge, baby. So when I started playing drums, I started playing in like hardcore, like straight edge metal bands. And those were the guys I hung out with. And nobody drank, nobody did drugs, nobody, and a lot of people were vegan. And that's just the environment that I got into. And I started playing drums, and I met a lot of people over the years. I played in a band every weekend for 10 years before Jack was born. And it was a fun time of my life. That's all I can say.
I bet it was.
Just to give you an idea, so people that know metal bands, we opened for Overkill, we opened for Machine Head, we played with Hatebreed, Sworn Enemy, Mushroom Head, all these guys. We played like every weekend with these kind of guys. It was amazing. We did a show a long time ago with bands before they got big. Like Pantera used to play at Peabody's before they got big, and we used to go and we like opened for guys like that. It was crazy.
Pantera, they put a good show on too.
Is amazing times. Amazing times. I look like a piano guy.
Oh, come on, man.
I tell you what, I do mess around. with the keyboards, but there's nothing like the drums, dude. There's nothing like the drums. I actually played drums and sang in the band. And it was difficult, but it was challenging, but it was a great time. Great time, man.
I did see in a video that you were at Ohio Fish Rescue.
I rocked out on his set a little bit.
Yes, he was. He was getting on it.
I can say that he is
legit
on the drums. He is legit. Yeah.
He has a heck of a system there. Yeah, Mushroom Head. So Mushroom Head furloughs aquatics. Mushroom Head started off in a city called North Royalton, not far from Cleveland.
That is a name of a band.
This guy don't know bands, man. He don't know the metal.
I am like this born today on band.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Five Finger Death Punch is from your generation, bro.
Yeah. Mushroom Head came from Cleveland. They got signed to Universal Records. They got pretty big for a while. And it just kind of was like a weird time. They were a little too metal, but anyway, they're still around. They still do very well. They have a lot of side projects that were more hardcore, and we used to open for 216 and State of Conviction and those kind of guys. And they're the coolest bunch of guys ever. I used to hang out with J-Man and Hatrix and Skinny is their drummer. Great guy. Rick, well, they used to call him Skinny because he was a tall, skinny guy. But me and the drummer from Mushroom Head, every time we played with those guys, we would hang out. They're the coolest bunch of dudes ever. Very, very creative, very different. A lot of people who don't necessarily like metal, they like Mushroom Head because they're kind of, alternative. But yeah, that was a fun time. The weird part about it is because I was a nursing supervisor at the time, and I worked Sunday night through Thursday night as a night shift supervisor. So then weekends I would play out, and a lot of my coworkers would come to shows, and they were used to seeing me as like a nursing supervisor. And then I'd be up on stage with like my shirt off and like playing metal. And they were like, who the hell is this dude? It was hilarious.
I used to keep my head shaved in. And I'll tell this story real quick. And anyway, I'm sitting there capping out deals at the car lot one day, and I've got Five Finger just blaring behind me, just, And this darker gentleman walked in, and he sees me with my bald head with this hate metal music playing. I said, sir, can I help you? He goes, nah, bro, I'm good. He wouldn't come back in. I think he thought I was a skinhead or something. So Danny says, grow your hair back, Kenny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Had the death metal playing. I think he really did think
Wasp. There's a band named Wasp.
Absolutely, bro. I got every album they ever made.
So here's the thing. So Larry D's very old school like me when it comes to music. Wasp is the first show I ever went to. I was 15 years old. They played at the Cleveland Agora. They played at the world famous Cleveland Agora, and they headlined a show, and the opener was Accept. If you ever heard that?
Oh man.
Yeah. If you ever heard that old metal song Balls to the Walls,
Balls to the wall.
yeah, that was a
man.
band called Accept. And so I saw Accept, and then Metal Church was on
Metal
that bill.
Church too. Wow.
It was Metal Church, Accept, and Wasp. I was 15 years old. My buddy's dad dropped us off at the Agora, and that was the night I became a man. Right there, I was like, "This is amazing." And
well,
there was
Larry D and Dan know about Wasp. There was a song named just after me, man. Wasp. I ain't gonna say the name of it, but I think y'all can put in the.
yeah, they had a lot of great songs, man. They had a lot of great songs. But the cool part about Blackie Lawless is Blackie Lawless ended up making a lot of really amazing operatic music after Wasp. Like he did the Crimson Idol, and he did a lot of ballads.
Yep, I've got a lot of their stuff, a lot of the newer stuff, I guess it would be. But
it's amazing. Blackie Lawless to this day is still one of my favorite singers of all time and producers. He's an amazing guy. Sometimes you just got to break out the ballads, man. But they were an incredible band. Larry D, man, he's into that like Sabotage. You know what's funny is in Cleveland here, what's really big during the holidays is like that Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Trans-Siberian Orchestra is Sabotage. Sabotage was a huge metal band in the 80s. And then they started playing Christmas music, and now they tour the world doing Trans-Siberian Orchestra. People have no idea that they're listening to just an 80s metal band. And it's funny because you go to like Playhouse Square, and it's like sold out, 10,000 people and all these rich people walking around with, suits on. And I'm like, you guys are listening to Sabotage. I saw these guys down the street at the Agora, 25 years ago playing thrash, it's amazing.
I just remember as a kid, my mom and dad had some friends over from, the churchy types. And for some reason, I had something that they wanted to show off.
Sure.
Oh, it's the new bedroom that they had built in the lower level for me. And I had Blackie, all their latest ones. And there was the one where they had the headless, whatever. And they had everybody's
Headless Children.
heads.
Headless Children.
That's it.
Great
Everybody's
Great album.
heads were on the pitchforks and big old life-size poster. And I remember them church people coming in like, and then they walked out. The next week, dude, they had me. I was in confession and all this crazy stuff. They had an intervention. All the posters come down. I'm like, what the heck, man? It's just music, dude.
You know what it's like is, Larry D knows, man. Sabotage was amazing. Sabotage was amazing. Look up, if you want to see an awesome song, look up this video on YouTube, Hall of the Mountain King. It's about like, Gutter Ballet. Gutter Ballet, dude. Awesome song. See, everybody knows.
Rob's like, what the heck?
Out the metal, dude. We're getting out the metalheads now. Yes.
I see.
Look, take some notes, Rob, and after we get off, YouTube some of these videos. You'll be very surprised.
The songs are older than me.
Yeah, they are. They're good.
And why are they still around? 80s music still lives today, brother. It'll never go away.
I hope so.
Good. Metal was so good back then. It's still good now, but it was so amazing.
Actually, all music back then, if you think about it, Dan, most of the rappers, that's where they started.
Yeah.
80s is when all the big boys came out. Our generation was it for music. That's all there is. I'm just going to say it. We were it.
Let me throw this out there. You want to get crazy? Let's get crazy. You remember an old movie in the early 90s called Judgment Night with Emilio Estevez?
He's lost again. Look at him.
They did a soundtrack. Hall of the Mountain King, dude. One of the best videos ever made. Check this out. Anybody who wants to hear one of the most amazing albums ever made, look up Judgment Night soundtrack. What they did is they took a metal band and a rap band that were really big in like the 90s, and they made them do a song together. And I'm talking big names. Like they took Biohazard, Onyx, Ice-T, Slayer, Pearl Jam, like all these bands that were big, and it has Cypress Hill on it. It's got Helmet on it. It's got
Cypress Hill is a good
Well,
group.
the ones that invented it all was
Yeah.
Run DMC and Aerosmith. The video
Run
they did of
DMC's
Walk This
on it,
Way,
yeah.
baby. I mean, yeah, that was
And
it.
And Anthrax did Bring the Noise with Public Enemy. But anyway, check this out, Rob. If you want to hear an amazing album, look up Judgment Night Soundtrack. I guarantee you will dig this album. We were in the gym the other day, and we were over in like the CrossFit area, and we were doing deadlifts and stuff. And this class started. This guy had this women's class, and it was like 10 women, and they were doing all this CrossFit stuff. But I had taken over the Bluetooth speaker with my phone, and I was playing the Judgment Night soundtrack. And I asked them, I go, do you guys want me to change this? And they go, nah, we'll let it go. And they loved it. It was like 10 hardcore fitness chicks, and they were rocking out to like the Judgment Night soundtrack, like Slayer, Ice-T. They loved it. They were like, we've never heard anything like this. I go, this is old, man. This is like 30 years old. It was amazing.
Okay.
It was amazing. Check it out. Judgment Night soundtrack. Take my word for it.
I will.
Dude,
I definitely will.
Onyx and Biohazard, one of the best songs ever made. It's called Judgment Night. Onyx and Biohazard. Amazing song. I've always been a big fan of Biohazard.
That doesn't sound good. Everything just sounds just like it's going to destroy your ears, it's going to destroy your speakers. It may destroy
What'd you
your
say,
soul.
Rob? I didn't. What did you say?
Yeah. You know what? I'm surprised my hearing is as good as it is. One of the things that saved me is when I used to play, I used to wear a headset because I had a mic, and the headset kind of covered my ears. And I think that saved my hearing, man. It really did. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you know what? I could talk. Oh, there, Monster Fish Girl found it. Judgment Night soundtrack. Check that out. Check that out if you have
I
not
sure
checked it out.
will. I
Monster
sure will.
Fish Gal is an amazing mod, man. I don't care
That
what
is
you're looking for.
awesome.
She always gets it on, man.
I guarantee you, anyone, I don't care what kind of music you like. I don't care if you're listening to reggae like Raleigh. I don't care what you like. You will like at least 3 songs on that soundtrack. I guarantee it.
Really?
Totally
See,
amazing.
blow your speakers. See,
That's
know what?
part of it, dude. That's part of it.
One of the best times we have, if it's a snowy or rainy Saturday or Sunday, is we put on the old metal and we do our water changes and we clean up our tanks. It's a great thing to do. It's better than sitting around playing video games. You know what I mean? I mean,
yes.
My only problem is when I hear certain songs, though, Dan, I start doing the circle, bro. I'm ready to, and then a fish
Circle
tank,
pit, baby.
Yeah, when you're in the pit, man, you can't be giving the body slams to your fish tanks because it's not going to work out too well. You know what I mean?
Oh, we actually, Furlough, we actually played with Napalm Death once at a metal festival.
Hold on.
Napalm,
Napalm. That's
Death.
bad. What is that?
No, they're actually really good. They're actually a very, very popular band. Yeah.
I bet a lot of these names of bands back in the day are very controversial. Okay.
No,
very
they're not.
controversial.
Controversial.
For a lot of sensitive people. For a lot like me. Honestly, I'm not sensitive. I'm just shocked. Like that's not
He's-
a good.
It's kind of
Not a
funny.
good
Like
thing.
I showed Jack some of the old Wasp albums and stuff, and Jack was like, "What were these guys doing?" And I'm like, "It was the '80s, man. It was more theatrical. It was
Yeah,
different.
dude.
It was
The
different.
80s, man. Let's go reminisce. The
In the
80s,
pit.
baby. The 80s.
Oh,
That's
look
where
at
I
that
was
guy.
at.
Look at that, dude. That's amazing.
That's the 80s, bro. Just
That's awesome.
get up, hairspray, and go. Have some fun.
In the pit, there's another band, Testament, Xanadu Do. We opened for Testament one time at Peabody's. That was an amazing show, We
In
were
the
lucky.
pit, like the armpit, like or
No,
in the-
dude, the pit's
in
where
the
you got
mosh
in
pit.
and you just start going with the grain, bro. And then you give a couple uppercuts and a couple pushes, You
no,
just
no. 6 feet. 6 feet.
Rob, look at my nose. This is why my nose is crooked.
Why do you want to go? Why do you want to go
Because-
for that?
because
You
of
gotta
all those
get
mosh pits.
insurance.
See there, dude?
No, why do you
You got
want
a couple
that?
scars, bro.
I go to enjoy myself. I'm not going to
It
fight.
was
And if I
enjoyable
was
at the
to fight-
time, man. It was just like I said, there's nothing
Corrosion
like
of
it.
conformity.
Get up on the
another
stage
awesome
and do
band.
some stage diving. It was the stuff. It was the things we did.
That's not pleasurable.
It was.
It was a good time back then, man. It was a good time.
A mosh pit sounds violent and should be shut down, and people need
It's
to be arrested.
only as
That's
violent
assault.
as.
That is
Listen,
assault.
listen.
It was different back
It's
then.
only
man.
as violent as you make it. You know.
That was
If you want severe violence, see, the pit goes like this. The outside of the pit is for people like you that don't want a lot of violence, okay? We put you out there. And the further in the middle
I'm
you get, the more violent it gets. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
sipping on the apple juice.
You just stay up against the wall, Rob. You'll be
Yeah, you just hang in it and you just watch it. That's all you do. And don't go cross grain now. That's when it gets interesting. It's when you stay with the flow, you're okay.
I don't want. I can't even stay with the flow of the highway. I don't want to stay with the flow of the mosh pit. Okay, and I'm short. I don't need to get stuck. I don't want to be the first one to
Patty.
get killed in a mosh pit.
You know what though, Patty? I'll tell you what, Patty. I met some pretty tough, hardcore girls
I was gonna say I've met some
in
pretty.
the mosh pit. I got a scar on my shin from a skinhead chick that kicked me with one of her big old mosh boots. And I
Got the
still
little
got a
daggers
scar
on the end, the little razor blade deals. Yeah, I've had those, man.
What? Are,
Yeah.
This
Good
is.
times.
We went. You pay for this, right?
Bro, I wish I could show you my shins, dude. I got indentations on my shins all up through here.
What?
Yeah, that's just part of the
Well,
game,
and
bro.
so you're telling me it's okay to go to a movie and get slapped a couple times? Is that
It just was
That's
different back
entertainment?
then, man. It
is
was
that
different back
entertainment
then.
to anyone?
It was different. It was a different time. It was a different
That is
time,
so
man.
crazy to think about that. Like,
I've
people
got
have-
something to say.
Don't forget the wall of death. The wall of death.
That's when
Yeah.
two big lines of people just meet in the middle of the pit.
Oh no, that is definitely illegal in some state somewhere. That has to
Not-
be illegal.
Wasn't back then, dude.
No,
You know
no,
what?
And
No.
do you know what the
battery-
goal was, Rob? To make it to the other side.
That's right.
No, this is not Red Rover. Red Rover, you must come
You know
over.
what, man?
It was
I
kind of,
am
but with a
so-
little bit more violence, man, because it got interesting when those two walls hit, and it's whoever's going to get across, baby.
I thought you had peaceful music and you got violence.
It wasn't
You know what?
peaceful.
It was a great way to vent. It was a great way to connect with other people your age. It was an awesome time, man. It was different.
Yeah,
It was
beat each
different.
other up in bondage.
That's why our generation doesn't have sensitivity issues, bro. We let it out.
We let it out. That's right. We
You
let
don't
it
have to
out.
be necessarily sensitive to not put your hands on people.
You know what, guys? You know what, guys? My battery's like dying and stuff.
Oh,
gotta-
wow.
Alrighty,
Rob,
y'all.
can you believe it? We're 22 minutes over? This guy got us.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot! I didn't even look at the clock. I'm sorry.
22 minutes. 22 minutes.
Oh, my lady's
start-
gonna be
we start-
really.
We
I'm
start
sorry,
talking
I
about
didn't-
metal. That's what happens.
I don't even know what metal is. Is the metal like the piece?
You better
that
look
you're
out,
talking about?
Rob. She's looking at you like, I'm coming over, man. I'm coming over to
I'm
show you.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Have some soy milk and go
For
to
those who are watching this replay, thank you so much. Anything else y'all got to say?
Hey, this was a
That's
good
all.
time, guys. I'm glad we had a chance to connect. Hopefully, if we do it again sometime, maybe Jack could be a part of it. That would be fun.
Awesome. Yes.
Make sure
it
you
was-
email me. We want to get your sticker for the Wall of Fame, man. And we'll be in touch, guys. It's always great talking about fish. It's always great talking about music and talking about wellness and everything, man. It's all connected, buddy. It's all
For
Yes,
connected.
sir.
sure, for sure. Thank
As
y'all.
always, guys, love your fish.
Thank y'all so much in the chat. As always, be kind, be courteous, and I probably will see y'all next week, but I'm moving, so we'll see how ugly the background is.
Good luck with the move, man.
I appreciate it so